Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Phaedra and I'm standing in front of my new chicken coop. And today I want to show you how I got here. But first we've got to rewind to 8 months ago. This is the project space 8 months ago, and these are concrete edged garden beds. Very difficult to remove. I've been a John Deere content creator for just over 12 months now, and each 6-month period they like to come to our property and film a big video. The first 6 months was a big video about the chicken coop, which pushed us to actually get our coop up and get some chickens, and of course they got a video out of it. So that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to walk through everything, but it is going to just chop and change a little bit through the months because it was a big process to get this coop in place. Let's have one more look at the before. And now we're going to jump to 8 months ago. Good morning. Today I'm doing something I don't really want to do, and I'm building a chook house. But we are going to make a rustic looking chook house because we've got John Deere coming next week and the video is all about the chooks. So we've got to have this chook house done. First things first, I have actually built the base. So 4 poles will go in the ground, the base will sit on top of that, and then the walls get put on it. The challenge for this is it all has to be able to be flat packed. So I've got to build each wall separately, and they need to be able to be screwed together and apart because we have to be able to move it and put it together really quickly, kind of between takes for this video that's being made. So it's a bit of a challenge. You'll see me walking around with a bit of a clipboard, and what I've done is I have a plan. I've been into a hardware store, had everything cut to size, and I'm coming home and laying it out. It's basically my own flat pack. So I'm just making sure I've got all the pieces, they're in the right places, and then I'm going to start screwing everything together. You can see I now have each wall panel screwed together, and with a bit of help I'm lifting it up onto the base, and then I'm going to tack it together just with some screws, not very soundly, and then put the cladding on and then pull each wall panel back down and store it ready for when John Deere come to film the video. We're on day 2, and late yesterday, I needed to choose a door for this chicken coop, and I put a poll up on Instagram, so some of you may have seen that. If not, I'll show you this poll now. I like to collect doors, and I feel like this is my moment to shine. Finally, the door collection is going to use, but we do need to pick a door. So I'm going to show you some doors and talk about their pros and cons, and then at the end, I will put up a poll for you to choose which door you think I should use. And we've got until tomorrow to make a decision because I've got the wrong lengths of timber for the door section. So I'm going to have to go and get that in the morning. So let's start. This is the first door. This is a really tall chicken house for starters. Let me start with that because you know those tobacco stacks, tobacco drying huts at Myrtleford? I really like them. I like how tall and ridiculous they are. So this is the first door, and it's actually got another side, exactly the same, but it does have a broken piece of glass. But this is red, like red, really pretty vintage glass. So that's the first option. So I could either have one, so this would be this panel here that faces outwards. So this is the panel that you see. So I could have one tall one in the middle, or I could put the 2. So they both like open out like French doors. So this is option 1. This is door number 2. It's in a stack, so it's a bit hard to show you. It's also got the vintage glass. So that's what that looks like. It'll take up, it's probably a better sized door for that space. I think I'd leave it like that, like not even paint it, leave it looking rustic. So that's door number 2. Door number 3 is an 8 light. Or is it 10? It's a 10 light, sorry. So it's just a big solid heavy door. I'm not sure that I'm sold on the clear glass though, seeing straight into a chicken coop with clear glass. Door number 5 is a big solid door with the arrow pattern, but it's going to make it very dark in that hutch. But I'm coming to get the door now that was chosen. I already have plans for this one. Oh, I'm banging it around a bit. Well, we'll go with it, peeps. This is the one. This is the door.
I think we went through 4 or 5 discs.
Yeah, it'll use a lot.
And we may have to go through more because
I need something to smooth this off with.
it's not better if they stay like a bloody blob.
I don't know, it looks ugly.
Oh
my gosh, it looks so bad.
yes, it does. Okay, so let's move that one back again.
Where's that hole? So close. We worked late into the night to get this done. Essentially, we had to get everything completed before we went to bed this night. You can see it's a little bit wobbly. Those base legs are just temporary. The whole thing's going on big poles that are going to be augered into the ground on the day. But I needed a way to build it to make sure it all worked and it was up on stumps while I did that. The next morning I had to get the tiller off the back of the tractor because the guys from Hutchin and Pearce were coming to deliver the auger. They turned up while I was getting the tiller off, and so they're helping me, and then they put the auger on the back of the tractor ready for John Deere to turn up and film this video. Some sections missing in the video at this point. It was while John Deere were here filming, and we were so incredibly flat out that I did not get any footage of the day whatsoever, which I really regret. I wish I had put up a time lapse or something, but we did not. So on that day, what we did was we removed all the concrete from this paddock, and it was an incredibly hard job. I can't adequately explain to you how full on that job was, and just the mammoth task. I knew that it was going to be hard. I didn't realise it was going to be that hard and how much concrete was buried under the ground. So we just scrambled for a day trying to get that out. Then the next day we put up the chicken coop, and as you saw, I had flat pack everything. So I built the chicken coop so it could be pulled apart and stored, ready for when John Deere came. And then we could quickly put it back up and screw it back together. So that is what happened, and that is how the chicken coop is standing today. The video will now jump to where the coop is up in place, and I've come back in to smooth the ground over. The ground was just a little bit bumpy and uneven for me to get in there and mow properly, and I really just want to start everything off really nicely. You can see there's one row of concrete garden bed left. We just ran out of time, so we had to leave it. we took 2 days of filming to do that John Deere video, and at the time we didn't quite know what we were getting ourselves into. We didn't realise, like I didn't even realise how much concrete was underneath the ground. So we just worked flat out for 2 days to prepare this area, and it just meant in the world of producing videos and film, sometimes you've got to make it look good for the camera, but in real life it was, you know, not finished or whatever. So it just meant the best we could do at the time, just dropped my glove, was get the ground as good as we could, like as smooth as we could, so that those final drone shots looked good, because we didn't have time to mess around. But yeah, like the world of filming, it's a little bit different. If you've ever seen behind the scenes of what really goes on, oh my goodness, like when I say we were scrambling, we were scrambling. And Vaughan was just, he was such a trooper. He just got stuck into it. I don't know what he was really thinking on the inside, like what on earth am I doing? Let's get this finished. It's actually not going to take very long. It's only been about 45 minutes so far. Maybe another 45 and I'm done. This final row of concrete, actually, I nicked one there. They do need to come out, and I am tossing up, not today. I was going to leave it until next winter to grab those out, but I am tossing up if I might pop those out while we're here. But this week I'm on a bit of a schedule for other things, so might come back to that in a couple of weeks, I'm not sure, but it's going to look really good.
I think the intentions were really, and you pause and you go, congrats on all your success, and you walk down.
It looks so good. No, it's not flat like a piece of glass, which is what I'd prefer, but it is very nice and smooth and mowable, which is what I needed. And I actually even got behind here done, so I could get in about as far as here with the tractor, and I've just come in behind here and done that by hand. And it's not as good as the rest, but it's smooth enough to get the mower in, which is all we needed. Hi, Puss. Now we've got to work on finishing off the chicken coop and get some chickens in there. Hey, Puss, you want chickens? Did you see her little meow just then? She's like, I do want chickens, because she wants to eat them. She's going to be on guard, I'm sure, most of the day once the chickens are in there. So obviously it'll have to be cat proof and fox proof. Oh, I'm very excited.
This is me fox proofing, so I'm running a wire all around the edge of the outside of the whole enclosure so that foxes can't come and try and dig under, and then around the bottom here it'll have sleepers, so they've got a little bit of shelter when they're outside of the actual coop.
Tell you why, for a couple of reasons, more than a couple. Number one, morning meeting. I said, why not? And every time. Well, there were two, so all the customers are.
Everyone, I've had to call it quits. It's too hot. It's 34 degrees right now, but the sun is just absolutely baking to the point where I'm starting to puff. Like, my body can't do it anymore. I really want to get the chickens done though, because they're turning up soon too, so we'll see what I can get finished over this weekend.
At this point, we're 6 months into the project. The video's been filmed. We borrowed chickens and made it look like it was legit for the video for John Deere. But at this point I need to get things finished because we're having the chickens arrive very, very soon. Of the inside of the coop done when we filmed the John Deere video, so that's what I'm doing now, and just a couple of other final touches. And we've also got some goats, which you've probably seen peeking into videos. This was the day we picked up the chickens and we bought them off a young friend of ours who is very, very good at farming. And he gave us a nice little tutorial as well about how to care for these chickens.
Cute. Now I need to get the best one, right?
Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Oh, I let that one out, Austin.
It's in there.
Did it get you? Gosh. She's huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's small. There we go. Yeah, fish. There's a great one on.
I can hear a chirp over there.
There's a lot of food. Okay. The chicks will run under it.